my notes because I'm
Sorry, did I rush you? Hello, everyone. Welcome to our August leader call. It's actually the first of the month that we hit, which is pretty impressive. So we get a good run at it this month. Melissa is going to be sharing some recognition with us. Mom, do you need me to give you a couple minutes or are you good?
No, I think I'm okay. I can pull myself together.
Okay.
So I would like to congratulate our 4 enrollers from the month of July. We had Sybil McCall enrolled somebody. We need to follow up to her. So congratulations to her, and Amy and myself. We all did 1 enrollment, and Laura Shields did 2. So congratulations to Laura. I know Laura had a few events. I don't know if are we gonna hear about that, Amy?
I think with me sharing.
Okay, but I wanted to share, I have my notes here. The last few months, 3 previous months, they had that gather and give promo that I've been talking about. And I just want to tell you, I got to put in my code today and redeem I'm going to get that special rose essence, and I'm going to get the yarrow palm for free. And I just felt kind of like a kid at Christmas. It was really excited. So that 3-month promo where they encouraged people to invite or into doTERRA, at least 3 people or 5, they decided to do it again. So for July, August, or September, if you enroll at least 3 people with 100 PV or more, you get the double diffuser and Motivate. Come on, who doesn't want the bubble diffuser? If you enroll at least 5 new members with 100 PV or more between July, August, or September, you get that double bubble diffuser, the doTERRA Motivate, and the Rose Essence Mist. But the fun thing is the people that you enroll, that you are going to help change their lives. Not only that, but they place their first order. The next month, they place a 100 PV order. And by the end of that month, they get 50 points back into their account to use however they want. So it's a kind of gives on both ends kind of a promo, and I think it's really worth looking into, and I'm super excited for us. If that's something that you would like to pursue or look into more, please reach out to one of us. Look at Amy showing it off. Thanks.
I'm obsessed with I didn't win this. I bought it flat out, but I got 2 and I'm obsessed with them. So the oil just screws in right on top. And I usually set it just to normal. That's enough. So like motion sensitive, when we walk by, there's 3 mists that come out and I love it. And we have one in our bathroom at all times. But there's also one in the kitchen. So I think these bubble diffusers are the bomb, and they went super fast. So it's fun that they're offering them.
And then
I want to tell you, go ahead, Whit.
The 3 times. So they like go and then 3 minutes and then they go.
There's a gap. Yep. It like will spray 3 sprays at you and then it waits. There's, a 2 to 3 minute gap before it will spray at you again.
Sprays 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to just tell you something really fast about this. As you know, I'm still struggling with smell and taste. And so I got my bubble out a few months ago and I put maybe a half-used bottle of cypress on it. And I put it in my bathroom and it would spray with regularity. And by the end of a month, 6 weeks, I could identify cypress. Okay. I couldn't even smell it when it started. So I thought it was just a fluke because I've been able to smell those base notes better than anything high. I can't even, like citrus is nothing. And so I put peppermint on there because I get the feel of a mint in my mouth, but that's all I get. And I am just starting to realize that I'm starting to be able to identify that I'm smelling peppermints. And I really think it's because it pulses and it gives my brain an in-between kind of a time to rest. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome. Thanks. That's great. That's really good. All right. Jerry Huffman is going to share with us a little bit about the 10% off product for this month.
All right. I am excited about this one. I always have the small 5 ml of helichrysum and the helichrysum touch, either that I've made myself or that I've gotten from doTERRA, because this is such a versatile oil. And I hold it up as high as I do for skin restorative properties as I do frankincense, myrrh, and rose. So it's amazing. It's sourced from the Mediterranean area of the countries of Albania and Corsica, and it's in the daisy family. And it's this little round yellow flower, and it actually comes from the Greek. It's a Greek name, and it's broken down into Helios means sun and chrism means gold. So it's also called the everlasting flower. Now you need 4 pounds of flowers. So just think of these little dainty flowers, 4 pounds of flowers for one small 5 ml bottle. Its main component is, let's see, is neural acetate, which gives it strong cleansing properties. So again, that really healing, restorative property for skin. And then apinine and curcumin, which contribute to its relaxing properties. So if you feel that tension and stress, it's great to rub into your temples and the back of your neck. It can be used all 3 ways. So you can diffuse it also, but we know it best for its topical properties. It's in the Immortelle, which I use every day, along with some of the other special oils. It's in Deep Blue, it's in Correct-X, and it's in the Virage skin line, which I also interchange with the other skincare products. Great for bumps and bruises. So whether you have, like I do, grandkids, I always have one handy to go to rub it on. Nosebleeds, it's great right on the bridge of the nose here, as it has some great clotting properties to it as well. And I've had my own bumps and bruises. So some of you know I had a significant fall, and Immortelle, I had this huge fat lip, and Immortelle went on every night here and here, and on my knees, which were badly bruised, along with some other oils. And I'm telling you, after a week, my scabs fell off. My grandkids would go, "Grandma, where are your boo-boos?" So they were gone. But when you take it internally, it can really boost your metabolism. And it's great for really all of our cardiovascular, nervous system. I mean, it's just an amazing oil. So if you don't have this one, this is a great time to get it. It's 10% off. So normally $80 for the 5 ml, it's $72. And that's what I know about helichrysum.
Thanks, Terry. That was amazing. I wish you hadn't have had to have used it so much recently, but that's a great testimony. So Laura Witt, would you share with us a little bit about the product of the month?
Yes, I'm happy to do that. The product of the month this month is red mandarin. So if your customers don't already know, they can earn it for free if they have 125 PV LRP order. And of course, because it's a citrus oil, it's uplifting. But did you know that it is considered the sweetest of the citrus oils? It improves the appearance of and purifies your skin. You can put it in a capsule to improve digestion. So for those of you who just aren't into digest zen, you can put some red mandarin in a capsule and take that internally and help with your digestive system. You can diffuse it to purify the air. It uplifts everyone in the room too. It's very energizing, high in limonene, as all citrus oils are. It's also known as temple orange. And you can challenge your customers who love citrus oils to earn a free red mandarin and put it in their water or on their dryer balls for the dryer or in the washing machine, and replace any other citrus oil that they're currently using with red mandarin. And they'll enjoy some additional benefits that they maybe weren't receiving with their other citrus oil. So all day today, I drank my water with red mandarin in it, and I am in love with it now. So it was good for me to challenge me to do that. Is anybody doing a diffuser blend or two, Amy?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I have just a couple for you that you could try and see what you think. So one is 2 rosemary and 3 red mandarin. That sounds really good to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one that I'd love for you to try is 3 red mandarin, 2 cedarwood, and 2 grapefruit. So there you go.
Thanks, Laura Witt. So I hope when you guys are listening to what Jerry shares and what Laura shares, that you're thinking about like, okay, I love the challenge on the water, or specific ways, maybe you're thinking of specific people or customers or potential customers that it would be like, that's a perfect tip for them, or this would be really useful for the people that I work with. And sometimes when it gets to the first and the promos announced, I don't even know what they are until I go in and I order and I can see what shows up in my cart. So, maybe you're learning about them for the first time and you know how they'll be helpful to you as well. Lindsay's going to tell us a little bit about our oil of the month for August. I can't hear her. Can you guys hear her? I know, and you're not muted, which is really funny. Hold on. No, I still can't hear you. Oh, you look so ready to go though. Okay, she's thinking it through. Should I come back to her in a minute? Lindsay, do you want me to come back to you in a minute? Okay, so we'll come back to her for oil of the month stuff. Tonight on our call, we've got Amy Kroll with us, and Amy is somebody that my mom met and I've had a chance to meet, and she is in Wisconsin with all of us, and she's a new sharer, and she has her own business, her own wellness business, a Reiki business, and she's really unbelievable. We both love volleyball, so we're kindred spirits. So she's been working to incorporate oils into her business and also into some different things that she does. She teaches yoga classes once a week. And I just asked her, first of all, hello, Amy C. from all of us.
Hi.
Hello. And I asked if she would just share a little bit kind of like what she's been doing so far with her oils and just kind of touch base with us. So Amy C., take it away.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I've just been loving working with Amy and Melissa so much. I love it. And I think a lot of the stuff that I've been doing really came out of conversations with you guys. So I'd say, oh, this Reiki client has this, what would you suggest? And then, same with my yoga students. So it really just, I'd like to say I was a big part of it, but I really think it was you guys like, well, how about we try this? And then how about we do that? And it just clicked, it was wonderful. So one thing we did was after a yoga class, you guys happened to be in town, which was wonderful. And then we made roller balls. So actually one of them's right here. We did the empowered women. And that one, I think, just hit home so much with my yoga students, because it was the Roe v. Wade week. And it was just something to do as a community. And it was something to do to like feel like we were doing something, and it was just such a great thing to do. We also did a hot mess one, and people just loved taking it home with them. And I think it really meant a lot to everybody in my class. And then we're going to plan another one for the end of August. So people are really looking forward to that. The other thing we're doing is that back to school thing. And, I have a daughter in college, and then my middle is going to go to college in January to play volleyball. So, and then my youngest is in 8th grade. So, I'm really excited to do that with you and just support people with things their kids can take. Like a lot of my friends have athletes in college and high school. So, going over all that stuff that would help them. But I just can't say enough about how just you guys are great. And if I didn't have you, I'd be like, well, that'd be a good idea. I should do that someday. And then I would never do it. So I'm thankful that you guys are wonderful marketers and you believe in it so much that it's just very inspiring to me.
Thanks for sharing. She said so many kind things. Go ahead. One of the things that Amy has been really good at implementing our ideas pretty quickly. And so this back to school class is very much, I'm really excited about it. So Amy C and I talked about it. And like, if you have like potential customers who would like to attend, there's time. We're going to be doing it August 9th, this coming week. There's 2 time options this coming week. I'll put it in the chat box in a second. So what we've done with my mom's help ahead of time is Amy C has been doing the inviting. We'll co-teach it together. I've been kind of working on the PowerPoint, and my mom has been helping send out the samples. So people who have registered ahead of time have gotten sachets of lemon, wild orange, lavender, peppermint, deep blue, and adaptive. So they'll be able to open them, experience them, use them, and smell them as we learn together. And then one of the things that I think is going to be really fun is, you know, our little $6.50 keychains that we love with the empty, you know, take your oils on the go. And just the whole idea of these are a lot of moms and parents with kids who are really busy on the go, like get your oil collection and let's fill a keychain for your kids. Let's get your kids all hooked up and ready to go for what they're headed off to. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'll put the info in, but Amy C, thanks for sharing, and we're excited to have you here.
I just had to say something really quick. The thing about Amy C, the poor lady, you know, we meet her and we floated to her that maybe we could come and do something for after a yoga class or something. And Amy C is so gentle and kind. And she's like, well, sure, maybe sometime this summer you guys could come down. And I'm like looking through my calendar going, next week. and Amy just rolled with it. And I just really appreciate that about her, that she's trusting the process. And I think there are processes that we have in place, and Amy has been super about trusting that. And I am like the sample, I'm like Lucy on the chocolate line with the samples lately. I'm like, there are samples flying around my house. The post office just loves me again because I'm there every 5 minutes. But I'm enjoying doing that for everybody.
You're super helpful with that. Lindsay thinks she's got her microphone working. So Lindsay, let's hear about.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I like hearing
Yay! Okay. So yes, it was so nice to hear all of the tips for tonight. So this month is Arborvitae, which is one of my favorite oils. I love using it in summer for specifically all of our pest needs and immune support. But the process behind all of our oil of the month clubs is to find a new oil to add to your daily routine. And we chose oils and blends that really hit home at certain points in the year and that are affordable and have a lot of versatility and can be used, like I said, in your daily routines. And so we just finished up with Rescuer, and now we're on Arborvitae, and then next month is Tamer. So if you want to get your teams making sure that they have those items, and tomorrow all of our winners will be announced from last month as well.
Thanks, Lindsay, for all the work that you've done on that and that you're continuing to do on that. It's a great way. It like supports all of our customers because all of them can learn and follow along in Fierce Oilers with the work that Lindsay's doing on that. So take time this month to go in and chat and comment on a post or two, and it will it will help the algorithm, it will help your customers see it, and it will support that whole process. I put the sign up sheet for our monthly call. It's August 15th at 8 p.m. So we'll do a deep dive into Arborvitae, and the sourcing on this one is so good. I just can't wait to teach people more about this one. I already put my mom's name down for sourcing on the sheet, so don't even bother. I'm just kidding. You can fight her for it. So many good things. So the sign up sheet is there, August 15th. We're looking forward to that for sure. Okay, why don't we just give a super quick, who knows about Awesome August? A little bit. Some of you, so it rings a bell. Okay, good. So today was our first day of it. Melissa kicked us off with a post. So one of us every single day in August is putting out a post. That's it. Super simple. It can be about whatever you want it to be. It could be like, what's your oil name? You know, comment your first name and your middle name and your favorite oil or something, you know, silly things like that. Just something to get us all connected and to hear from different voices. So if you need a reminder on your date, reach out to me. I'll probably be shooting off some reminders this month as well. But that's the plan for that. And then we'll step back into continuing education for Saturday mornings. We're going to be able to do a round of our 9 CE. Lindsay King wishes it was 9 CE classes. One final round of it in the fourth quarter. All right. So it'll start halfway through September and we'll end halfway through November. So we missed the beginning of school for most of us, and we missed the holidays. So that's what'll be coming up. We're working on some fresh names and some fresh graphics for those CE classes to kind of spice it up a little bit. Always good things to share, but sometimes it's fun to repackage what we share. Melissa, would you just give us a quick update on convention stuff?
Yes, so I kind of had in mind what I was going to talk about, and then I watched the Empowered Success training at 7 o'clock, and I got up at 7:59, and my mind was blown. So I'm going to just kind of wing this. I would wish I had time to put this all kind of together for you, but I would just say, if there's any way that you can get to convention, we've got 2 rooms that have kitchens. They're in a completely renovated hotel. It's affordable to come and stay with us. The convention itself is affordable. I would encourage you. When Amy and I learned years ago that our decisions are always made at these events. This is what propels us forward, the networking with people. And for years, we've tried to do whatever it takes to get people to be able to attend. If you have a financial need, I can't help you with your time or your work, but if there's something that we can do to help you get there, this is going to be the one to go to. So before you go, whether you're attending virtually or in person, you need to have a blood panel done. So I want to encourage you all to get the basics done. So that's going to be, I made some notes here. You're going to have your BMI done, your fasting blood sugar, your blood pressure, your insulin levels, cholesterol levels, and get your body measurements done. Do that, set that appointment now and do that before, because you're going to want to repeat it again around the holidays. They are releasing a brand new metabolic line. And it has many different pieces that it's composed of. So I'm just going to kind of look at my notes. I tried to take pictures, but there's a brand new oil blend. And with that oil blend, there will be a new beadlet of that blend. There will be a new gum, and there will be a new soft gel. So that one will curb cravings, but all of these are going to support metabolic health. And they have research that they're going to release to back this all up. So it's not opinion, it's the real deal. So I got to see the packaging, but I didn't get to see the names. They had those blacked out. And then there's another product line that they say crushes the carbs and puts more life back in your years. It's a new product, soft gel, that minimizes the blood sugar spike. So we all kind of know who this is intended for, or maybe all of us, but healthy blood sugar, balances body composition, stabilizes energy levels. Do you guys can I keep going for a couple more minutes on this? Is this okay? So when you get your metabolic system under control, you kind of slow that wear and tear on your body, and it helps affect your aging process for the better. But then this is the one that the 1,000 people on this call went banana crackers over. It's a collagen plus an NMN product. So if you know what that means, apparently that is like life changing, but it slows biological aging. It improves cognitive function, supports lean muscle and connective tissue, and improves skin elasticity and firmness. No one else has this on the market. It's got 12 active ingredients. So Becca Nixon was talking about this. She takes it when she wakes up in the morning on an empty stomach. Jared was on the call. He takes it in 8 to 10 ounces of water with his greens in the morning. But I wrote down like some of the ingredients, but this product has 9 types of collagen, which makes it 12 times more absorbable than the competition. So when you combine, I really just like mash through that, but these 4 different products make up a system that slow the rate at which you age. Becca said she's never had an experience in her life like what she has had with this system, and it has completely changed her life. She mentioned that she had an injury in like 2020. She had COVID in 2021 and it was really ill. She said she will never again not take these products. Her sleep, her brain fog, her cognitive performance, she lost 30 pounds in 90 days. She said it has truly, truly transformed her life. So you would add it to your LLV, that's where the quality explodes. And that's why some of you may have seen people saying, get going, get your full dose of LLV started, get going, get your baseline panels done. And it's completely gluten-free, dairy-free, marine cold water source. It just goes on and on, no artificial flavors. So if you are there, you are going to get to go home with a 30-day supply of this. You'll be the first in the industry. There are going to be a lot of scientists and a lot of explanations that I think will be kind of hard to catch up on. So I'd encourage you to try to be there. If you are not able to be there, let's talk about watch parties. Becca and Bailey King were talking about having people over after you get home, when you have all your products, and renting a room and having hands-on experiences. And I think the sky's the limit. So if you would like to brainstorm how to do that, we would like to do that with you and help you figure out the best way to reach your people and literally change people's lives. I got so excited about the spiking blood sugar product. How many people have talked to us over the years about that? So I'm super excited. There are 3 different ways you can watch convention. You can either watch it live online, you can get the replay to watch it afterwards, or you can be there in person.
Thanks, Mom. I put the link to where you can find the Empowered Success recording once it's uploading. It's at justinswebinars.com. So watch for that. They are really good. Thank you for recapping that. Yeah, like gathering a group of people, however big or however small, after convention to watch is a really great idea. You can pick through the highlights. You can pick a couple things to play. We fell in love with this. So there's going to be a watch party in Merrill. Laura Shields is planning one. And we fell in love with this coffee cart girl. And I'm like, we need the coffee cart girl there so she can make coffees for people and we can, like, you know, watch the highlights. So anyway, it's just a fun way, even if you're just gathering in a living room, to be able to do that.
I did want to say they asked us to not share this information with customers. Please keep that in with leaders for right now. But they said that you can share things that are in the doTERRA digital site at this point, but they're asking us to really encourage people to get that baseline foundation going, make sure they're on LLV and get going.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome.
They also have a new class, a 1-page class, and you can download that link. I'll post that somewhere. And it will help you kind of be prepared on how to share it with people. When my recording tonight uploads, I will put it in the team app and I will include all of the links that have gone into the chat box, so it all lives in one place. If you didn't get a chance to save the chat tonight. I'm going to pretend I'm Laura Shields really quick right here. Laura Shields and Sarah collaborated on a really great customer appreciation event that was very successful. And I wanted to just share some of the highlights on. Laura couldn't be with us tonight. So Laura has enrolled a chiropractor, and so she teaches classes there regularly. And last time we were there teaching a class, my mom actually had an idea of what about like a morning with aroma touch hand techniques and connecting, and what it ultimately turned into was Sarah like rented the coffee cart lady, and anyone who came in to get an adjustment that morning got an aroma touch hand technique from one of us, and we gave out a lot of samples. People were like, oh, you know, this for me, or my friend is pregnant, has morning sickness or whatever, right? And so we were filling a lot of samples, and she had a raffle, so she was collecting, Laura was able to collect people's info. And I just thought it was just like a steady flow of very interested people. You think about the people coming into a chiropractic office, for the most part, we scared away a few guys who were like, am I in the right place? And don't worry, we talked sports with them. But so it was such a good like group to connect with, and really fun and engaging. And so this just continues to beat the drum of, you go to where the people already are. So the people were already leaving their house for their chiropractor appointment. They did not have to come out and make a second trip. We were there. So find your local coffee shop and be there at the busiest time. Find your chiropractor office and like establish a relationship and be there offering aroma touch hand techniques at a busy time, and just connect that way. I think that's such a good way to do it. It is hard to get people to come out
twice. And so I would encourage you to think outside of the box on ways that you can go to where people already are. Does anybody have any questions or something that they feel like they've been doing that they've been enjoying or that's been working for them?
That just got me thinking, so at my Reiki office outside, there's like a waiting area where a bunch of people wait to get their hair done or massage or other things going on in that wellness center. So I haven't done the samples yet with those cool samples you do, and then you close with how many drops do you put in that?
4 to 5.
Okay. And then if I could just have that out with maybe my card attached to it, would that
Yeah.
be good, I guess?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, especially if there's a shared space, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Like, here's a quick pick me up, open me, put me in the palm of your hands, even if it's just some wild orange or something. Yeah. Great idea. Anything else anyone wants to share or ask?
I'm going to put my mom on the spot because she's not here and she logged off. So I think next month's call, we should ask her about her UTI protocol because it worked amazing.
Really? And she didn't share with us? How dare she?
I know. Rude.
UTI rude. We'll totally. I'm making a note. You have been signed up.
Tell her we all voted while she was off.
Okay.
Did you guys all hear about Bob's or oregano protocol that we did that was just so game changing for him? So he's, as part of his autoimmune disease, he also has rosacea, and it's pretty complex. And so we discovered years ago when they put him on doxycycline, because his face was so raw and broken out, like his glasses would like make him bleed. I mean, it was traumatic kind of. That it helped his underlying autoimmune disease so much when he was on an antibiotic. So he's been on doxycycline for almost 6 years, and he had to be off of it. I mean, none of us wanted that for him, but every time we tried to take him off of it, his face would just kind of fall apart. And Bob's like, I can give up a lot of things, but I can't have my face like that all the time. It like scares young children. So they took it away for good, and he was looking pretty rough. And our chiropractor asked me what was going on. I shared, and she said, just give him oregano. You've got the best oregano. She's not even a doTERRA customer anymore. She's like, you've got the best product. Use your oregano, put it in a capsule, have them take 2 drops morning and night in that capsule, and just have them do it for 30 days. And then I was on a call not long after that with the nurse practitioner, and I had the opportunity to ask her, and she said, pulse it, do it 10 days on and 10 days off, and do that for like 3 cycles and see how he does. She said, for the first time, you will be addressing the underlying root cause of why Bob's face looks like that, of what rosacea really is. And his skin is amazing. I haven't seen his skin look like that for like 30 years. So oregano, just so wonderful. And when I was at the chiropractor today, I said, my fingernails are doing something really weird. And she said, you know what? I'm really feeling like oregano for you too. She said, maybe you guys have mold in your house. Maybe there's something going on. But she said, oregano cures so much. And to pulse it like that, nurse practitioners said, she said, that's brilliant. And maybe we would all be good to do some protocols of that. So I just wanted to share that.
Thanks, Mom. That was awesome. My oil success is the girls had kind of a gnarly cold this summer, or just this past week, and I did really well. But just in the last couple of days, I was like, oh, it's coming. So I started making the flute capsules, and then I was like, I have GX Assist in the cabinet. So I took one every like 1 to 2 hours for like 48 hours, and I'm fine. And the girls have not, like, Whitney at 6, I can have her swallowing, she can do an on guard B-lit, but she's not very good about anything else. So my ability to fight that internally significantly made a big difference. And so if you have GX Assist laying around, don't forget to use those up. It's perfect for that.
I just wanted to piggyback. My success story was, as I mentioned earlier, with my fall. I mean, this fall really unnerved me because I was walking. I didn't expect to fall, and I'm really fortunate I didn't break teeth, bones, or whatever. So it happened a week late. So a week later, after it happened, is when we went to the Smoky Mountains, and I was able to hike 3 long hikes and do all kinds of things with the grandkids. And I added to my topical regimen the SOC inflammatory protocol. And I did it myself on the bottoms of my feet every other night. And then I alternated taking 3 of the oils internally and a veggie cap. And I'm telling you, people cannot, my coworkers could not believe it happened on a Saturday morning. I went to, and I was able to work. So I fell and hit the palm of my hand. So some of you know, I'm a dental hygienist. So I'm working like this. The swelling, I mean, I iced too, don't get me, so I did do that. But I mean, the oils, I am so thankful because I bruised my knees significantly, my palm of my hand, and my face right here was a wreck. And it's just, woo, woo.
And you look great. Jerry, you always look great.
One of the things I wanted to share too, real quick, customer appreciation. So I had set up 2 DIY classes earlier this summer, and there were a significant number of people that wanted to come and couldn't, and most of them were current customers. And so what I did was I offered them to drop off at their house, or if appropriate, to send them one of the 2 DIY products that we did at one of the classes, which was the foot soak and or the soft hand, the hand rub. And people were so thankful and so appreciative, and I had all the ingredients. So all I had to do, a couple I mailed, and most of them I was able to drop off because they live locally. So I just was like, that was something that worked win-win for those who came, and for those who weren't able to, they got this love gift from me. So
that was a great idea and a great like way to work with busy schedules, you know, and still meet them where they're at, not just be like, peace, you missed it. So we'll stay on for a couple minutes for anyone who wants to hang on. Something that I wanted to say. So our project broadcast call will be tomorrow night, where we'll take 30 minutes together on Zoom to like schedule out our contacts for the month, right? How are we caring for our current customers? How are we reaching out to potential customers, and collaborating on that? Moving forward, starting in September, what we're going to do is we'll do our leader call like this. And it's usually right around 30 minutes. And then when we wrap up with that, whoever wants to stay on and schedule out for project broadcasts and work on their, maybe you just have something you need to reach out to 5 people that month, and you just want to like hang out with us and mute yourself and get it done, right? What was the word that we used to use for that? There's a concept when you all mute yourself and work together, but we'll spend time after our leader calls doing that. So it's not back-to-back nights, it's just one night and done. So we're going to give that a try starting in September. And I'm looking forward to that. So maybe we'll see some of you on Zoom tomorrow night for scheduling out contacts. I appreciate those of you who took the time to be on. I hope it was helpful. Again, reach out and set up a call if you're looking for some way to connect or to collaborate or move things forward. We are here for you for sure. All right, if you have to sign off, go for it. We'll stay on for anyone who has last questions or something else they want to cover.